Hi, I'm Sophia, and this is the story of how I tried to break off my engagement with Prince Lawrence. Right now, we're sitting together, and I've just told him I want to call it off. He looks genuinely shocked. He clearly wasn't expecting that. But I had to be honest with him. I don't think I have much time left in this world. Maybe a year, maybe less. And with that hanging over my head, how could I possibly stay by his side? It all started a few days ago. Out of nowhere, this black fog wrapped around my body, and ever since, something's been off. Lawrence, worried as always, took me to the church. After some tests, the saintess gave us the truth I didn't want to hear. I'm cursed, a life-shortening curse. Her words still echo in my mind. I only have about a year left to live. I tell Lawrence everything, hoping he understands why I've made this decision. But he doesn't. Not right away, at least. So I try again, a little softer this time. I explain that the curse isn't something that can be lifted easily. And maybe, just maybe, it's time he finds someone else. Someone who still has a future. Our engagement, after all, wasn't romantic. It was political. Just two noble houses tying the knot. And besides, I knew he didn't love me. There were rumors. Whispers that he had feelings for Lady Juliana, a duke's daughter from the rival faction. But fate had other plans. Lawrence's older brother, Prince Marcus, fell for Juliana first and got engaged to her. Only then did Lawrence and I get paired up. Still, Lawrence refuses to walk away. He says he won't even consider anyone else. I push back. I tell him I want to spend whatever time I have left doing the things I love. Eating whatever I want, going wherever I please. No more etiquette lessons, no more political events. I've spent my whole life trying to be worthy of him. I studied like mad, perfected my manners, showed up at every high society gathering. But it was never enough. People still whispered that I didn't deserve to stand beside him, that I'd never compare to Lady Juliana. The truth? I did it all because I loved him, even if it was one-sided. So when I tell him I'm done with all of that, I expect him to argue again. But instead, he just says, okay. And not only that, he says he'll do all these things with me, anything I want. I'm stunned. I almost cry. But then he adds that he can't just abandon me in public. It would cause a scandal. Oh, so it's about appearances. Of course. I nod and play along. As long as I get my freedom, right? Now here we are, in the middle of the city, dressed like commoners. I'm having the time of my life munching on street snacks. A little kid nearby is eyeing mine, so without thinking, I hand it over. His smile lights up my heart. That's when I notice Lawrence watching me. He holds out his snack to me, blushing a little. It's kind of cute. Then, suddenly, he reaches out and touches my face. My heart nearly stops. He says there's sauce on my cheek. He pulls his hand back quickly, apologizing like crazy. I'm flustered too, but I just smile and whisper a quiet, thank you. After that, he really does start doing everything with me. We watch plays, paint together, even try gardening. Anyone who sees us would probably think we're the happiest couple alive. And honestly, these days are some of the happiest I've ever had. Lawrence is so kind. He makes each moment feel precious. But as the days pass, my body grows weaker. I start having dizzy spells, fainting fits. The curse, it gets stronger. I know I don't have much time left. So I tell Lawrence I want to sell my dresses, my jewelry, everything. I plan to donate the money to the church, maybe build an orphanage, a small medical facility, something that might still matter after I'm gone. Lawrence looks a little thrown off. He says that's the government's job, but I tell him, this is the perfect time. I won't need any of those things where I'm going. It's better to do some good now, while I still can. He finally understands. He smiles at me, and for once it feels warm. Not political, Not polite, just real. I tell him I need some rest. I'm exhausted. I'm scared. I don't want to die. Not yet. Not like this. But I'm trying to accept it. To face it with grace. I just hope, more than anything, that when I'm gone, Lawrence finds true happiness. Even if it's not with me.
And today, Sophia died. I'm Lawrence, her fiancé. And I still can't believe she's gone. It doesn't feel real. One moment she's here, smiling, laughing, being her usual stubborn, sweet self. And now, nothing. Her father comes to see me. He looks heartbroken, but calm somehow. Maybe he's already accepted it. He tells me Sophia has sold nearly all of her belongings, except for the things I gave her. Then he hands me something, an envelope, with my name written in her handwriting, a letter from her. I open it with trembling hands.
Dear Prince Lawrence, recently it feels as if the black mist has begun to spread throughout my whole body. I'm writing this letter as I don't have much time left. Thank you very much for accompanying me to various places these past few months. I know you love Lady Juliana, and though I am terribly sorry that you spent all of your time with me, I truly did enjoy myself to the fullest. If Prince Marcus and Lady Juliana had not become engaged, then you wouldn't have had to become betrothed to me. My poor Prince Lawrence. Even still, your words to me, "I'm glad it's you," made me happy. I apologize for restricting you for so long. I want you to know that there is no issue in forgetting about me. That is a lie. I hope you will think about me once in a while. Really, it only has to be once in a while. Also, please cherish your new fiancé, Sophia.
That letter tore me apart. Forget about you? Sophia, are you kidding me? I'm going to think about you every single day. Every damn day. And you were wrong. So wrong. You thought it wasn't love, that I didn't care. But being near you, it was the only place I ever felt peace. It wasn't love at first sight. It was slow, steady, real. Do you remember that one night you asked me what I wanted most in life? I told you I wanted to walk around town disguised as a commoner, to eat whatever I wanted, just like a normal person. I also said I wanted to build more orphanages and medical centers to help as many people as I could. And you with your warm smile and gentle eyes, you told me so surely that I could make it happen. You believed in me when no one else did. And somehow, everything we did in your final days, that was everything I wanted. That joy, that freedom, that companionship, it was all I ever wished for. As for our engagement, you once thought it only happened because my brother got to Juliana first. But you're wrong again. The day my brother and I talked about marriage, I brought up your name. Without hesitation, without pressure. I chose you, Sophia. Not because of politics, not out of obligation, but because you were who I wanted to stand beside me. And now I'm standing here, staring at your lifeless body, lying still in that casket. And all I can feel is regret. Deep, gnawing, endless regret. I should have told you everything. I should have fought harder. No, it's not over. Not yet. There's still something I can do. Please. Sophia, just wait a little longer. Trust me. I'll bring you back.
It feels strange, like I can hear Lawrence calling my name from far away. And then suddenly, there he is, right in front of me, real and warm, pulling me into his arms like he's been holding his breath this whole time. I don't understand what's happening. I'm sure I died. I remember closing my eyes, accepting everything, surrendering to the darkness from the curse. But Lawrence tells me I'm not dead. I'm alive. Just asleep. For 3.5 years. The last thing I remember is the curse creeping through me, pulling me under. I gave up back then. Thought that was the end. But somehow it's not. Lawrence says he found a way to break it. He explains everything. How the curse wasn't just random. It came from Lady Juliana. She never truly loved Marcus. The one she wanted was Lawrence. To make that happen, she cursed both me and Marcus, hoping to take us out of the picture. Before I could die, Lawrence used his own magic to put me into a deep sleep. Something like a pause. And then, all this time, he's been looking for a way to save me. And now, he finally does. Marcus is okay now, too. Lawrence says they brought Juliana to court with all the proof they gathered. Everything's come to light. I try to comfort him, thinking he must be heartbroken after all that. But he says he never loved her. That it's always been me. That he doesn't understand why I never believed that. I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. Every word hits deeper than I expect. He brings up the things we did before I fell asleep. All things he once said he wanted to do. And he asks why I spent my last days doing those things. The answer is simple. Because I wanted them too. If we'd ever gotten married, that's the kind of life I dreamed of with him. Sweet, slow, and real. I just didn't think I'd have enough time. When I say that, he pulls me close again, like he finally understands. And I admit it. I wanted all of it with him. Always. I wonder out loud if he's found someone new in the time I've been gone. It would only make sense. But he tells me he never called off our engagement. Not even once. He waited for me. Now he says we're finally going to get married. We'll go anywhere we want, do anything we like. Together. Like we always imagined. It still feels unreal. But when I look into his eyes, I see everything I once hoped for staring back at me. And this time, I let myself believe. And that's my story. Love isn't always easy. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it hurts, and sometimes it takes years. But if you keep holding on, if you keep believing, it might just find its way back to you. So please don't give up on love, because sometimes, even after the longest sleep, it still wakes up with a heartbeat. With all my love, Sophia.